What up, Music Club? Shabbat Shalom. Peace and blessings. How you doing today? Doing all right? Feeling all right? Your spirit all right? Your soul all right? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Blessed is the name of Yahweh Elohim, Master of all. Such a beautiful, beautiful day out. Figured I'd come outside and holler at you today. So how you glorying doing? In other words, from glory to glory, how you been? Doing all right? Got some good stuff to talk about, to think about, to contemplate on, to act on, to build on, to grow on, to pass on. Well, for me, a lot of things been going on since the last time we rapped. Nothing like dramatic or spectacular, as far as the world is concerned. Just life, you just live life, you read scripture, you learn some things, you contemplate, you try some things, you do some things, you become successful, you fail, you get back up, fail. There's a word. What is it to fail? And does failure bother you? That's a question, because for me, I abhor failure in myself. Have always been that way. I mean, my mind already says I won't fail, but I add to it. I won't fail, and I'm gonna be the dopest of being me. Ain't about nobody else. I don't do competition, but I'm gonna be the dopest that my father made me to be. So, failure for me was a hard thing to even conceptualize me accepting, even for a moment in myself, without serious internal consequences. In other words, I'd be very hard on myself. That works. Well, for the most part, it works for pushing yourself to the next level. But what I learned about that pushing is, at some point, you gotta not push. At least not so much, right? So there was a time when I told you that I had given up smoking cigarettes, and I did. But you know what though, honestly, I stopped smoking cigarettes many times in my life. It became obvious though that I didn't quit, because I always left the back door open. You know, like how you think about a computer program. I don't know if you understand computers and writing programs or whatever, but if you're a computer program, you know something about it, you know that you can build a program, and I'm gonna say probably every programmer that does it, that builds programs, will leave something in there where they will be able to access that program. Nobody else can, unless they share the knowledge with them, right? Back door, trap door, something like that. I always left the back door open for me, because I say, on one hand, smoking ain't that bad, but then I be smoking, and after a while I feel like this is disgusting, or I feel like I'm tired, or I feel like I don't want to do it no more. And those are times when I would quit or stop. I would stop, not quit. Well, recently I stopped again, And I was premature in making my announcement of stopping because I found out that I wasn't ready to quit. However, though, that's the thing about failure. And I believe that's why I had to go through this particular thing right now with the cigarettes, because ain't too much else that can mess with me, really. You know? Matter of fact, ain't nothing else that can mess with me. And I guess I had to prove to myself that, one, it's okay for me. I'm not suggesting that you, yes I am, but for me, and possibly for you, it's okay to accept failure in yourself. And this is a concept that may sound crazy if you put it like that and just leave it like that. But I'm not going to put it like that and leave it like that. No. It's just like any other thing, really. It's all relative. When you fail, just like if you were riding your bike for the first time, you fall off of it. You run into a curb and throw yourself over. Try to do a bunny hop and do a bunny flop. You know, whatever, right? No different. But what you do with your failure? Me, I would be really, really, really hard on myself and end up putting myself into something like a stupor, but I'm functioning, you know? Because I'll be so concentrating on, I won't say punishing my mind or punishing myself, but more discipline, like chiding myself about, you know, tighter discipline, you know, all that stuff, right? Not realizing that I'm really, 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 really tight already. And the only thing I was doing is making myself into more like a stone pillar, which is kind of fun to be if you got a long time to wait. Stones don't mind waiting. So anyway, the point is failure. I had to allow myself to look at myself and say, you know what? Okay. You did it. You tried it. You failed this time. You failed that time. You failed that time. How many years have you failed? Now, I never looked at myself like that. You know, like, I don't go back in the past and count up, you know, mistakes or whatever. I should have, because I always go looking for lessons. That's a lesson. I just didn't see it that way. But what the Father showed me was each time I failed, I got back up to show that I don't lose. I don't fail. That is an illusion. So, what I'm saying to you is, whatever your challenges are, everybody got their own challenges. People talk together. People argue together. They play together, live together, love together. Thing is, everybody got their own experience though. What might be easy for me might be horribly difficult for you, and vice versa. I mean, the average person would think that a grown, fully grown individual would know how to walk and use his body, right? See, that's easy for you. Not for me. Just to give you a little example, right? So what am I saying? I'm saying live your life. Compete with yourself. Be hard on yourself on the inside to push yourself to be better, to get over a hump, to blast through a barricade, or when necessary, sink into the ground, disappear, pop up someplace else in order to get better. Do what you need to do. But don't fail and stay at failure. That would be the wrong thing to do. Not wrong as in good or bad, but wrong as in injustice to yourself and to whomever you might be able to assist with whatever you learn. So, what did we learn today? I don't know about you, but I learned that, well, I should say, I relearned that taking off my socks and shoes and putting them in grass feel good, especially when the grass has just had morning dew or fog. It was fun. You should try it. It is recommended. Make sure ain't no bird or dog dew in the grass, though. Won't make the experience fun. I didn't have that experience. I'm just saying, though. We love you at the MD3 Music Club. I want you to have a happy Sabbath, a peaceful Sabbath. Enjoy the day. It is so beautiful out here. And even if you're someplace where it might be a little cloudy, or maybe some rain, look outside and enjoy the clouds. Take a break from the sun. They beam all the time, every day, all day anyway, you know? Enjoy the little shade. Go outside in the rain. Yahweh made it for you to enjoy. Yeah. Straight from the sky. Don't listen to people talking about your water dirty. Man, they dirty. You know? They dirty. Go up there and do something to it to try to make it dirty. You know? Shoot. Go have fun in the rain. If it rains. Just, you know. I did that actually last week. It was warm outside. And I was out walking, meditating. And it started to drizzle. And at first I was thinking, dang, I cut my walk short, man. I was just getting into this, right? And I say, you know what? Forget that. I'm about to enjoy my walk like I enjoyed my walk. And I enjoyed my walk in the rain, and it was liberating. Have fun in life every day, no matter what you do. You can interject fun into it. Why so serious? But don't stop at failure, though. Failure is not a destination. You know, it's something that you're gonna visit, and don't trip when you visit it either. You know, be hard on yourself. Don't accept no bull from nobody else. But you know, don't stay there though. That's the whole point. Then you turn failure into triumph. You gain and regain your strength. You get stronger. And you get the exclusive, because it's you and you unique. You get the exclusive pleasure of telling the devil you a lie. The devil is a lie. Laughing at you, devil. All that good stuff. However you want to put it, you know. Cuss him out from here to hell, and back to hell he goes. Yes, indeed. MD3 Music Club. Yeah, I like the sound of that. You like the sound of that? I do. We love you at the MD3 Music Club, and as always, Yahweh, your Elohim, loves you most so much that he sent you a sign with his name on it, letting you know that, hey, Yahweh over here, here's salvation. Come on over here, release your burdens. Come and kick it, learn some things. Open up the door with these keys. Yeah, raise your vibrations, it's free. Won't cost you nothing but the work you put in. Guess what though? What you put in is what you get out. Oh, wait, that's not necessarily true because Yahweh doubles his rewards. When you do the right thing in his name for the right reason, which is just because it's the right thing to do, he rewards you. Okay, see now, I'm about to mess that up though. And I'm still getting off here because I'm done talking to you, bro. But I'm about to mess that concept up. How about Yahweh doesn't give you blessings? Satan doesn't give you curses. All right? Now, for a lot of people, this is going to be an introduction. But it's all about energy. Energy calibration. Yahweh is real. That's true. But Yahweh is the beginning vibration that set all vibration into motion, that makes things move, that makes things alive. Everything that's alive vibrates. Look around in nature, you see the trees. You might think in your mind, it's just a tree, dumb tree. All it do is sit there, drop its leaves every year. Some of them don't drop their leaves and be waving in the wind and stuff. Shh, they ain't doing nothing. No. Oh, wait. They do contribute to producing oxygen. But what else a tree do? There ain't nothing, right? But a tree is a peaceful entity. Very old. At rest with deep roots that grow. They got trees with roots that span for miles, several feet into the ground. They got 800-year-old trees. Don't you think something something with such magnificent characteristics must vibrate on such a level that it is protected from ravaging of time, space, and still every day just be its strong, majestic self, no matter the weather? What? Might lose its leaves, but they're gonna come back. Oh yeah, that rock. Remember the rock? Yeah. I told you rocks vibrate. Everything vibrates, right? Picture the beach rock. Small, large, whatever. That thing will be here forever. Throw it in the water. When the water drains 10,000 years from now, it'll still be there. Toss it in some mud. When the mud is unearthed by some civilization in order to build something else, it'll still be there. Snatch it up. Crunch it into pieces. Make concrete out of it. Spread it all over the place. Guess what? A piece will still be there. It will still be there. It's just in pieces now. Now it's spread out though. It may have become more powerful. How does it survive like that? How does it sustain like that? They used to thinking, because it's hard. Really? I'm here to tell you, everything that gets hard doesn't last. And everything that lasts don't get hard. So, said all that to say, play around with your imagination and lean into your imagination. Believe in your imagination. And some people call it manifestation. Manifest this or manifest whatever. Call it what you want, but do it. See, don't you live longer. Of course, you have to learn how to balance so that you can have both peace, calm, and whatever else you need when you need it, as you need it, but not before. So that's what the practice come in every day. When you practice discipline, you practice meditation, you practice while you're doing whatever you're doing, and that's how you get strong and stuff. And I can't figure out how come I am not strong at getting off this thing. Why are you still on my page? I'm just kidding with you. You know we love you. And I, personally, I love you, Kim. Yeah. And with that, we out of here. Wish you a beautiful Sabbath, a beautiful day, a blessed Sabbath, a blessed day. And why not be blessed? I mean, it's all good energy, right? You put in good energy from your environment or however you choose to absorb good energy. You make that energy yours. Get to know it. Become friends with it. Become lovers of it. Put out good energy. And you start the cycle again. Good energy, good energy, good energy, good energy, good energy, good energy. Call it blessings, call it what you want. Just be good to yourself and others.